Hi, my name is Rajinder Singh, and today's presentation is all about GUI testing, its drawback and process. So let's get started. So here we can see the table of contents. All the headings are here. So here is the introduction. So first is the question like, ever wondered how your computer or phone buttons work so smoothly? Well, it is a power, or we can say magic of GUI, or we can say graphical user interface. We can say it's like a front door for software, making it easy for us to click, type, and navigate. But there is a catch. When we talk about the testing, or we can say GUI's testing, it is a untangible part, or we can say it is a untangling headphone wires. It's like that. In this research paper, we will look into the world of GUI testing, exploring the challenges and proposing ways to make sure your software is not only runs but runs well. Let's get started and make the tech words less mysterious and a lot of user friendly. Let's go. So here are some challenges in GUI testing. First of all is manual and ad hoc nature of current techniques. Second one is labor intensive record playback methods. Third one is pitfalls in coverage criteria for GUIs, or we can say GUI has a limited coverage criteria. It has also have some issues with test oracles and interleaved testing. Last but not the least, it has unique challenges in regression testing when we test it in the reference of regression testing. Let's go in the next slide, and we will see here like the current state of GUI testing tools, or we can say the present time testing tools or for GUI. It's or the current state of GUI, we can say the dominance of record playback tools, limitation on in automatic test case generation. um, User testing is mostly rely on the beta releases, like user have to wait until beta versions are not released. After beta version released, the user can test, then they can only test. Last but not the least, it's need more robust and automated tools, because in some nowadays, like uh, there are not so much automated tools for GUI testing. Let's go in the next slide, and we will see here some GUI testing pitfalls, or we can say drawbacks in the reference of coverage criteria. So first of all, it is difficult in mapping GUI events to underlying code, inadequacy of code-based coverage criteria, impractically in generating all possible test cases, challenges in selecting an effective subset, because the coverage criteria is limited, so we can face these challenges in when we talk about the GUI testing in the reference of coverage criteria. In the next one, we will see the drawbacks in the reference of test oracles. GUI have some challenges in test oracles have some challenges in verifying GUI correctness. The need of interleaved testing with Oracle is required. Difficulty in pinpointing errors causes without proper verification. Last but not the least, complexity introduced by GUI testing interleaving. Next one, we can see here the regression testing in GUI testing drawbacks. In this, the dependency of GUI inputs and outputs of graphical element layout. Second one is rapid prototyping challenges in regression testing. Last but not the least, adoption of old test cases of frequent software modifications. So when we talk about the new softwares, it is sometimes hard to adopt the old test cases in the new softwares. So it is also a issue, or we can say drawback, in the reference of regression testing. In the next slide, we will see the GUI testing process and goals. So, some goals are like clear methodology for standardized GUI representation, task automation, efficiency, test cycles, robust algorithm, and probabilities. Next one is integration of tools and techniques. Um, last, it's generalizability to a wide range of GUIs. In the next slide, here we can see the steps of GUI testing, which will start from defined coverage criteria for GUI events, and then generate test cases input for specifications from specifications. Next one is create expected output for comparison. So when we have an output, we can easily compare both of them, execute test cases and verify output. When we execute the test case, then we easily verify with our output. Um, analyze GUI to determine adequacy of testing. We continuously analyzing the GUI to determine the adequacy of testing. Correct identified problems and perform regression testing. Ongoing evaluation of GUI testing discipline. GUI testing discipline is an ongoing process. Last but not the least, it's call for contributions from researchers and participationers. So it is also helpful when we take help, or we offer the researchers or practitioners to look into our cases and provide a feedback, so that we can make our test cases better, or our GUIs better. Um, Okay, so in here we can see the future vision of GUI testing and conclusion. In the future, thanks to this research, we envision software interfaces that are not just buttons and screen, but reliable, secure, and super easy for everyone to use. Imagine like a world where your computer understand you like a friend, making technology feel like a bridge. Uh, that's the dream we are working towards. And We can say GUI testing is a critical aspects of ensuring software safety and usability. While facing some challenges, a standardized methodology and collaborative efforts can pave a pave the way for its evolution. Let's so we can say, yeah, like it's good. GUI help us to uh, interact with our web pages and websites, and when our, our GUI is good, we face a we have a good what we can say we have a good interaction with our websites. So yeah, so let's work together and enhance GUI testing, shaping the future for more robust and user-friendly software interfaces. Yeah, that's all. And here are some references from which I take help for this research. And yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for listening me. Thank you.